Tour here, and another video where I'm going to give a summary of another faction war success and why equipping artifacts helped toward that goal. Mainly, most of these videos are going to be helping out, I think, people that are in end of beginning game and beginning of mid game, I guess. But if you're like way end game, this stuff might you might be way ahead of this. But this is basically to get tidbits on how to get points in faction wars and stars and using artifacts. I guess to a minimal if you don't want to. Because in the beginning of the game you don't have a lot of artifacts, and it's better that you hold off on using one that champions that don't really gonna put them to great use. So anyway, I'll give just a feedback on the faction wars screen that I had. It already refreshed to the dark elves and the high elves, but basically this would have been the dwarf crypt, and previously there was stage 6, 5, 4, and 3 were all like 1 star, and my goal was to try to get fill in these like double stars, because it will give you like rewards, as you can see when you on the screen, main screen. You the more stars you get, like I have 3 more stars to get 260, which will then I will get a, what is that, a 3-star chicken, so that always helps to upgrade ranks into level 4. So what the goal, so basically by doing what I did, this was filled up, this was filled up, this was filled up. And I was actually expecting me to get like 3 and 4. I ended up getting 5 to 6. So it goes a long way equipping artifacts, especially if you use the right stats, as I mentioned. So what happened? Went to so this is the sorter, useful sorter by faction. This is how I actually kind of worked on equipping them. Scroll to look for the dwarves. I know they're actually all the way down. I think there's like one that yeah, there's a couple of factions that are after them, but they're pretty close to the bottom for my so yeah, the group I had was Gallo Longbraids, who is already pretty well clipped. She has a lifesteal set on. You will see that she has stuff that could improve, like a 3-star boot that's not a speed set. I think I was trying to quickly get her a lifesteal. Went for the set versus the stats. When I was newer at this, as I've said in other videos, it's better to go for the stats than the sets. But she has been okay, doing all right for what she's been doing the faction wars, but she could definitely use a re-equip at some point. He's a little Kurzat Deep Heart. He has all 8s on his gear right now, but he's equipped pretty with the correct stats. So just with the 8s, he's doing pretty well. He's got a crit rate glove with attack percentage and an HP percentage. He's got the attack percentage armor, which is ideal for most attack champions. Got the crit damage and the accuracy. He's got the speed on the boots with the crit damage and the crit rate, both points. Up here, only care about the substats, and that's the accuracy, crit rate, HP percentage. These two are great. This one's medium, but it's better than getting a lot of other stats, like it's flat HP, flat attack, flat defense. This is crit damage 2. We have, that's excellent. This champion will benefit from that. And then we have crit damage accuracy. And then we have Painsmith, he's also an attack champion, similarly equipped. Looks like he got some of them level 12, and he does have a ring on. Gonna focus mainly though on the two that I had, because we were kept on lose. The two that I saw were getting defeated were like the bottom two basically, and I saw that Flailer, this champion here, he had a frost set on already, because there was a challenge where you had to equip a frost set, 4 frost set artifacts of level 5 on a defense type champion. It could be any defense type champion. By equipping it, just didn't have to upgrade it. You just equipped 1, 2, 3, 4. You got like either lightning. I think they were all lightnings to help campaign, but this champion himself is pretty low on the tier. If you go look at Hell Hades review, I think it says to keep him level him up for food. Has all 1 stars on a Yuma Love for everything, but that said, he still can be useful in faction wars if you have some equipment on him. So he's got a frost set, and the this accuracy set here has important subsets such as here he's got the HP percentage. So what's important for him is defense percentage, HP percentage, speed, and accuracy. And the defense percentage is the most important here because his skills are based on defense. The more you increase the defense, the more this skill is going to be, the power of this skill is increased. I think when you ascend, the damage even goes up more, but it's based on defense. He attacks one enemy, 25% of decreasing their turn meter by 10%. That would increase with accuracy, which we also have on this character, it appears. And we're good to explain more on his skills. So I was just explaining how defense is the most important because he's got his first attack based on defense, his second attack increased defense. That's actually just a skill that increases defense. That always can actually come in useful, even though this character is rated low on a particular aspect of this game. When you're trying to do a clan quest, that's actually an elite one that you can actually you put this guy with other people and you set them up in a team. But I don't want to get into it because I do want to do a video on that. That you could actually set up a pretty solid, guaranteed way to get that clan quest completed in a week. Yeah, he is just one of the and actually there aren't many increased defense champions, so the fact that he has this, I think, makes him valuable for that particular thing because there's not many of them, especially in the lower levels. So even though he's very low, he has increased defense, but even though it's not strong, just chanting it gives you a point toward this quest. It's a quest that you have to chant like 200 decreased defense debuffs over like a week, and if you put him in and you set him up in the arena, he can actually. It's a tag team arena. It has to be tag team arena too. So, which means you have to be at the level to be at the tag team to use. I think it's 35. I think. Yep, I think 35 gives you tag team arena. Attacks. Okay, so this is his third skill. Attacks one enemy, has 75% chance of placing a provoked debuff for 1 turn. So all this I've read is not very useful, but just increasing his defense and his HP to get through the faction wars, very important. Speed too, and his accuracy. I guess they did put accuracy low, and I guess it makes sense in this case to be accuracy wouldn't be the most important because you're trying to get him to survive the battles. So that brings us to, as you're going to see, the next 3 dwarves I did not want to invest in because Grumbler doesn't have much skills to invest. I think he has something that's an increased attack that might work, but he's the same type of, he's at HP, but didn't have great stats. this one's in another attack. Didn't want another attack, and then this is just a. I think I have these two only because they're faction guardians. Otherwise, I probably would have leveled up for food. Brings us to Avir the Alchemage, and he's a rare. I got him. He has a good reviews, a good package, and his equipment, his main stats that you want to give him are almost the same as Flailer, except for that HP percentage is the most important one. That's the one you want to level up the most because most of his third skill here, I should say, is based on that. These two other ones based on attack, but you need accuracy to increase the 30% chance of getting poison. It's got another attack-based skill that will give debuffs that you need to increase accuracy, so you definitely need accuracy on him too, to decrease attack and decrease speed. He has those pretty good ones. But this one, it's like a heal all, like in Dragon Warrior. I'm going to say Dragon Warrior 2 because in Dragon Warrior 1 you had heal, and then you had heal more and heal most, and it was only on one champion because you only had one champion in Dragon Warrior 1. You never had a team. There was just one guy the whole game, but that was the start. That's the kickoff of the some of the classic turn-based RPGs. Dragon Warrior 2 is a major grind as well. I've heard reviews on it, but it introduced the heal all, and that's basically what this is. But that you have to. But the great thing about this is the higher his HP, his life bar or his hit points. Of course, that's what you know what it's called. Stand for, but the higher that's increased, the more that when he lands this skill, when he uses this skill, it will heal all his allies, because it's based on his max HP. It's 15% of his max HP. And it also increases the turn meter, but that's a flat 15%. But that means if their HP is higher, then this 15% will also. Alright, actually, sorry, the turn meters. The turn meters are 15%. But now I will get into his equipment that I had equipped on him. So I started with defense, chest plate. Started with the chest plate, defense percentage, and landed 2 on the speed. So I went with this because that was the best. I think with the main stat, this was the only one that I saw that had the best scenario of having a good main stat. And substats is I had 12 speed. And also the DEF gives a little bit more defense. Crit damage doesn't help this guy much, but these other 2 stats worked out. Then I went to give him since I had defense on the armor, I gave HP for the main stat on the gloves, so they can easily gather up the HP, which is the important stat on him. And he's got point toward accuracy and crit rate. He got, but he has a DF, but I think that was more because he had the accuracy went to 20 here, and it was a good number. So for speed, he also speed's also always usually the 99% of the time what you want to put on somebody's primary stat for their boots. Which the problem with that is then I run out of boots with the primary stat of speed. I don't have that many actually because I've given them all or I've equipped them all on champions. But again, we got the 2, which means he doubled the HP. That's important. That's why that went on him. Then the 3 above here, we have the weapon. These are always the same stats, but he got the accuracy. 2 on the accuracy. Bam, 29. A little bit, a tiny bit of speed, but that was for the accuracy. Up here, accuracy again and speed. I think at this point we needed to start working on, because what did we work on down here? We got some accuracy here, some speed here. And I think my level of thinking here at this point was you're going to get speed on the boots, you're going to get defense here, and you're going to get HP. What you're not going to get a main stat on is accuracy. I think on all of these, I tried to make sure. It looks like 2 out of 3. I got 18 accuracy and 29 accuracy here to make up for. Oh, and then I gave him an accuracy set. That was my reasoning there. Is I need accuracy. I got a 2 that had some of the stats I needed. This had a defense percentage with a boost of 1 boost on defense and also accuracy here. So ultimately, he's got 122 accuracy. He's got crit rate. Sorry, not crit rate. He's got HP. He's got defense. He's got speed. These can go up, but this is good, decent for the first 6 level of faction wars. With that, he was able to contribute and not get killed. It was more, I think, he was key to just adding on and then leveling. All I did with him, basically, these are all 1s, and I leveled these all up to 8. This is a set, didn't actually have the right stats on it, but I given him the accuracy here and some of the substats that gave enough for him not to get wiped out. So basically, yes, that is basically how you want to try to get through these faction wars, and they're important because they give you keys. Well, actually, that's not until you get advanced quests, but once you get advanced quests, might be level 40, you get these work toward your keys for your they give you tag team arena in the advanced quest. So if you get through so in my other video I had actually talked about doing a I had hyped up Orcs and Lizards Day Friday as a joke, and if you look at the faction I had for Lizard, not for Lizard, Lizard are pretty great, but if you look at the stats or you look at the reviews online from Hell Hades and Yumalov on all of these Orcs, they're all like 1, and you gotta level them up for food, and basically not the greatest, but I think I went with Huntress, and I went with I started equipping him, and luckily I don't have to keep equipping him because I got this guy here off of a Sacred Shard. Duke the Pierced. We've got a cool skeleton shield, but he's an epic. He's actually one of the best, according to the reviews I read, one of the best in the game. But I guess he's great on Ice Golem. If you look at his skills, he's got a 30% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy. These high percentages of decreasing or of debuffs. You can land a 50% decreased attack and I thought there was a 60%. So yeah, 60% decreased defense. And then there's already a 75% chance, so you don't know. This is like accuracy probably doesn't even have to be. Skill 3 places a provoke debuff for 1 turn on target enemy, and a 75% chance of replacing provoke. So now,
well, you're messing everything up. Not touching it. I want to X out the game. I actually want to do this one.
well, that will conclude my video. I can't really continue with the interruptions I'm getting here anyway. So, hail to the Summoner Rochellator. Like and subscribe if you enjoy or you want to see more of these. I am going to try to make more of these. I'm trying to post helpful tidbits on how to sort of rack up stats points at this part of the game when you're mid-game, about halfway through all the dungeons and whatnot. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.